Welcome to our video bulletin for Friday the 4th of June. We've recently completed stonework repairs at Liverpool Parish Church, and I do encourage you to go around to the base of the tower just to see the new stone in place. The great thing about new stonework repairs is that although they look new and the stone stands out quite a lot, over the next 50 to 100 years it will weather in. And for those looking on now, they'll see that it's a building that's very much been taken care of, one where we've nurtured it and cared for the building for future generations. The same fate, unfortunately, was not in store for Revo Abbey, which from its height in the 13th century, when there were hundreds of monks and lay brothers here, has fallen into slight disrepair since. That was mainly, of course, as a result of the dissolution of the monasteries and the suppression of this monastery in 1538. We, though, continue to thrive, and there is, as ever, a lot going on at the moment. One of our first civic events since the worst of the lockdown restrictions will be on Sunday. That will be off-site in St John's Garden as we commemorate D-Day. And we have various other events later in the month. Some of those, of course, are in the balance a bit at the moment, as we don't know exactly what the rules are going to be following the 21st of June. But we have got some comings and goings and some other moments to celebrate. The main thing, of course, is the arrival of new clergy. But before talking about that, I'll just mention that Father Louis Johnson, who of course was with us first as a member of the congregation, and then for 3 years on placement during his training at St Mellitus, will be ordained priest in a week's time. He was ordained deacon in very constrained circumstances back in September 2020, and his priesting now comes. So we have already, of course, collected a gift for him, which was going to be for a year ago, but kept being delayed, and his ordination will be a time of great joy in which a few people will be able to take part. I'm sure, though, he's still around the city. We'll all continue to see quite a lot of him, and we're still doing some work with their parish ourselves. In the arrivals, though, we have at the end of the month, Jenny Brady will be ordained deacon at Liverpool Cathedral on Saturday the 26th of June, and then on Sunday we have the Reverend Tabitha Rao joining us as associate priest. And in what will probably be our last Meet the Congregation episode in its current format, Ian this week has been talking to Tabitha ahead of her licensing on Sunday.
Hi everyone, and welcome to the Meet the Congregation video for this week. Just so everyone knows, as Chris may have said earlier, this is the last Meet the Congregation video. We've been at it for a year, and it's been really, really fun for me to speak to so many members of the congregation. That does not necessarily mean that the congregation has been met. There are many of you that I would like to talk to that I haven't had the chance to yet. And some of you I may get the chance to talk to over the next couple of weeks and months in other kinds of video bulletin-y things. But for now, Meet the Congregation is coming to an end after a year of some really, really fun conversations. And so with that business out of the way, I'm really excited to announce that we are speaking to not a very special member of the congregation, but a very special person who is soon to be an integral part of the life at St. Nick's. And that person is the Reverend Tabitha Rao. Hey! Hi, Tabitha. How are you?
How are you?
It's so nice to see you, Tabitha.
Good to see you too.
So, Tabitha, how are you? Oh, I'm fine. Thank you very much. Tabitha, I know you're up in the curate's flat now, which is no longer the curate's flat. It's now the associate priest's flat. Tabitha will be licensed as an associate priest at 6 p.m. on Sunday, the 6th of June, which is very exciting. Mark your calendars. Do come. It's going to be very nice. Tabitha, welcome to St. Nick's. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
What should I say? There's a lot to say, but I grew up in India, and I come from a small town called Dharwad in South India. And prior to my ordination, I did my master's degree in microbiology and immunology in India. And I taught microbiology and immunology to undergraduates at university for 2 years before moving to the UK. And I came to the UK in 2009 to study, to do my master's in environmental management at Liverpool University, because I was very much passionate about urban regeneration. So I wanted to do some studies on that. And later on, I felt called to ministry, felt called to ordain ministry in England. And I trained for ordination at Cranmer Hall, Durham. And after ordination in 2017, I served my curacy at St. Bede's St. Clement in Toxteth. Yeah,
And now?
And now I'll be licensed as an associate priest on 6th of June.
We are so lucky to have you. And many of you may not know this, but Tabitha is also a member of the Sadaka community, which is the community that I am also a part of. And so we knew each other before any of this happened. And so it was very exciting for us. And we're going to get on like a house on fire. So we're very excited for you, Tabitha.
Thank you so much.
And we look forward to meeting, I'm sure you look forward to meeting the whole congregation. So thank you so much, Tabitha, and we'll see you all very soon.
Yeah, thank you, Ian. See you soon. Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye.
Well, looking ahead to the weekend, we've got a busy few days ahead of us. But we know that the contractors who are working on the Strand are going to have to do some work on Chapel Street, which means that Chapel Street will be closed today on Friday. The work may continue a bit over the weekend as well, but we hope they'll get it all done today. It will involve lots of noisy cutting into the ground, and the contractors have assured us that they will keep quiet during our services on Sunday. However, before then, we've got church cleaning in the morning, which will be led by Roger from about 9 or 9:30. If you're able, please do come along. The church gets cleaned on a weekly basis anyway, but things such as the candle stands get very grubby throughout the year because of the pandemic. We haven't been able to have a church cleaning session since 2019, and it needs it. So please do come for as long or as short a time as you are able tomorrow. Then as we go ahead to Sunday, we have the Parish Eucharist at 10 o'clock. I spoke at the end of last week's service about the way we're making preparation for the weeks ahead. We're still hoping, of course, that the roadmap can be followed and the lockdown will come to an effectual end on the 21st of June, but that may change, and we're hearing every day different news about the likelihood of that. What we do know is that almost everyone is back in church now, so at the end of this month the live streaming will come to an end. It's been such a lifeline and support to so many, and I'm so grateful to all of those who have contributed and made the live stream work, both for our Sunday services and for other events, weddings and funerals and other services. So whilst that is happening, we are gathering back in. We are looking at how we can use the entire site, the gardens and the church, to serve refreshments when that is allowed again. And there'll be more news in the coming weeks about buying some St. Nick's branded reusable cups, so that you can come to church with your reusable cup and we'll just fill it up and then we can socialise in a bigger space. These are the rules which will still be changing in the next few weeks, so we'll keep up to date with that. But then on Sunday evening we have choral evensong. The Bishop of Warrington will be joining us, at which she will license the Reverend Tabitha Rao. We've just heard from Tabitha, and we look forward to welcoming her then properly on Sunday. There won't be refreshments, of course, as normal, but we'll get to know her over the next few weeks and we can welcome her then. So I hope that you're able to join us both in the morning and in the evening on Sunday, and whatever you're doing this weekend, please do have a very good few days. Let's hope that the weather stays as it has been for the last few days.